What's up? We're back with another video. Per usual. As you can see, I cut my hair again, which is shorter this time. But I'm really enjoying the short hair. It's light. I just feel better when my hair is short. Not much really to worry about when it comes to styling it and doing this and doing that to it. Worrying about the look of it. But in this video, I was going to talk about feeling and doing. I just saw 111 on the timer, by the way. Because there are two energies within us at all times. And that's feeling and doing. And you need a balance at all times in order for you to be in a life/reality where everything is in flow. Instead of trying to do stuff just happens to you. You know? What are the feeling and doing within us? Feeling is the divine feminine, and doing is the divine masculine. But this does not go with the genders. It doesn't line up with genders. And we all have specific amounts of energy within us that are feminine and masculine. The divine feminine is in flow. It's light. It's love. It's peace. It's the overall energy and feeling of one's being. While the divine masculine is more of a go, 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 you know, it's rational, it's logical, it's realistic. It's more of a mind. It's more mind than energy, if that makes sense. So the divine feminine is more of a energetic way of being, and the masculine is more of a 3D mind way of being. But in order for you to have a balanced being of each, you have to become present, because you won't be stuck in the mind and you won't be trapped by it. You'll just be free in the present moment, and the present moment is always gonna come and go. It's not ever gonna stay all the time. Unless you're just on your shit, you know. Most of the time I realize I'm just present all the time, because that's where I like to be, in that presence. So I just let go and flow in that presence. Just the way of being is so much peaceful and loving. It's like the energy is not comparable to anything else. But I can't give you all the answers, and part of that balance that I speak of with the divine feminine, divine masculine energies within you is going within, finding more about yourself, listening to your intuition, flowing with energy, and then take action upon how you feel to do what you do when you do it, if that makes sense. And I'm talking about when it comes to anything you do. Work, meditation, creative expression, whatever you do, relationships, whatever you do. I think, not that I think, but that I know that men nowadays try to block that feminine side away from themselves because it's not perceived as masculine enough. Because men are forced into this dynamic of, I'm a man, so I gotta be a man, you know? But it's not being a man if you express yourself emotionally and mentally and spiritually. It's not. It's healthy. And not only that, you'll feel better because you're living authentically. You're living in truth. You're expressing your whole self fully, unconditionally, authentically. And that's where people get stuck, because people get stuck to the feeling that allows them to be comfortable in. And with the change comes uncomfortability. But when we're in that stage of our life where we're comfortable, we don't want to leave it unless you follow your intuition. When you follow your intuition, you don't think about it, you just do it. You just do what your intuition says. And you follow the path that your soul has for yourself, that the universe has with you and for you. You follow your intuition. So you listen to your intuition. And then, after listening to that feminine side of yourself, you take action upon it with your masculine side. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful union internally. Nothing but internal. And it just keeps going and going and going unless it's out of balance. Part of balance is being in flow, being in presence. And as we grow older, we lose that flow and presence within us, because the mind develops and it begins to because of the systems that we have created as humans. And the systems are just energetic blockages for all of us. Because they're not really a physical thing. It's more like a system thing, you know. It's a metaphor. It's a non-existent system that we follow. That's what energy is. So you see how children are so happy and so innocent and all the time. Your inner child is within you. That presence is within you. You just have to find it and get in touch with it. I saw 11:11 on the timer a little bit ago. We always lose touch of our inner child the longer and more we grow up. That's just how it works. The mind develops and we lose touch from presence, from flow. But that's okay. You know? We're not always going to be in that present state all the time. But when you are, it's amazing. I will say one thing that can keep you in presence is just practicing a breathing habit or a breathing technique that you will do all the time. I just saw 12:12 on the timer, by the way. A breathing habit that you will get used to, and it will become default for you instead of breathing in a way that isn't focused, if that makes sense. But even though all these energies, this divine masculine, divine feminine energy is all within us, the world, the energies within us affect our external world. It's a reflection of our internal world. That is what the external world is. It's a reflection of our internal world, and our internal energies determine how life is going to be for us in that moment of which we are experiencing. I saw 13:13 on the timer. It's just a matter of finding balance, and when you let go, when you allow flow, that's when balance is achieved effortlessly. And that's where presence and flow is. It's so amazing and beautifully effortless that you can't help but to do it. That's how it feels at times when you're in presence. You know, you just feel so amazing, so free, so authentic when you're in flow and presence. And you can't help but to just let go because it just feels good. It feels amazing. It feels like nothing you've ever felt before. You can't explain the feeling. It has every positive vibration within your being when you're in presence. And that's all I can say about that, because the highest of vibrations are the highest of energy. The highest of energy are the lightest of energy. The lighter you are, the more of nothing you really are. In that nothingness, in that presence, in that flow, it's just amazing. And I know I keep dragging this out, but it's just something that we have to get back to, that I want us to get back to, because all of us need to realize how much lies we've been feeding ourselves and how much we could be in a state of bliss as one with each other, because we are one. One consciousness, one being, just oneness. That's all we are. And, at times, I look around and I'm like, all of this is not separate from me. And every time you realize that and you admire the fact that everything is one, it's just presence. I am present now. And the reason why more enlightened and present and flowing, more present flowing people are, the more they attract energetically, effortlessly, magnetically, because they are a magnet at that point. They are the universe, and the universe is them. They can have whatever they want. They can create whatever they want. They can control what their reality looks like based upon their desires, energy, and mental. And they can forge it from nothing, from their mind, as they continue to live in presence and just let go and do what they do and attract what they attract from what they do. And in most cases, enlightened and present flowing people are doing something that's authentic to them, something that is in flow, and they can't force it, they just do it. And that is a soulful and present form of doing that is so balanced and attracts all to them, because they're doing it in flow. They're doing it without effort. They're doing it because they were meant to do it. They're doing it because it's so natural for them to do it. That's who they are. That's what they do. It's so amazing to just speak about this now and just to realize that there is no such thing as trying, only doing. If I don't do it, then I wasn't meant to do it. And that goes for anything. There's a fly right there, and I'm looking at it right now, just staring at it. It's really amazing. Just staring at it. It's part of me. He's rubbing his hands together like he's plotting something, like he's going like this. It's funny. Well, anyways, I guess this is going to be the end of the video. And I'm sorry for not looking at the camera most of the time. That's just how I process this energy that my being grasps. Because that's what presence is. You're just grasping the energy as it flows through you in that moment. That's all channeling is. That's all energy transfer is. We are one with the other side. There's no separation from the other side at all. All of it is connected. You just can't see the other side with your own physical eyes, because the eyes is what the ego can see. But the soul, the presence, is what the soul can see. It's what who you are can see. And seeing is living in truth. Seeing the reality that is actually in truth, that is actually authentic, is living in freedom. Just here amongst everything as one. Allowing for anything and anyone to do as it pleases. From energy to creation. From feeling to doing. A balance of oneness and energy. And a cycle that always flows in being. Because that cycle is life. That cycle is every day. That cycle is always internal within you. We're all connected to everything. Everything affects everything. It's not controlled, it just flows. Everything in life just flows. Sometimes the flow can be abrupt and change so instantly that it's unexpected, but that's what makes life beautiful. How, no matter how hard we try to control and be stable, it won't happen. It won't happen unless you flow. Because nothing's ever going to be perfect, but everything is perfect as it is. It's perfectly imperfect. No need to change how anything is. No need to do anything that is outside of what we must do. If you flow in the cycle flows with you and within you as one with the highest and lightest vibrations, to the point where you're just vibrating and flowing along in life in peace and love and light without effort. Anyways, I love you. Stay present, stay safe. Peace.